Welcome. This is Becker. We're back from the tour. The tour was nice, but it's really for you guys. It wasn't for me because I've already experienced the tour. I've got as much of the tour. I've already been around these places in the world, and I want to get to the new stuff. So today we're going to be building new stuff, and here we go with the new stuff. The Black Spot Tower has been worked on, and I'm going to explain it. What time is it? I got some time. All right. Unfortunately, the coal ore that made the black spot had to be removed. So I'm going to have to put something else in that's a black spot, but we don't have anything. Unless they come up with some new black block in the near future. This was complicated, so we'll get into it right away. First of all, it was a few episodes ago, wasn't it, that I was last here. Oh, by the way, I put some stairs here. Because I think it looks better to have stairs here on either side. Alright, anyway, so what happened was I calculated, from there down to there is 6, and so I wanted it to be 6, 12, 18. But remember I was saying 16 and a half, and I was trying to make it into 17. It actually has to go up to 18. Not 16, because I was thinking it should go down to 16. No, it should actually go up to 18. So I messed up, so I had to increase this stairway an extra block, and therefore there's this little extra gap thing, because there was no way to break all those blocks. The gap isn't necessary, but I think it looks pretty cool. So that's how that's been going. And I had to add a couple of extra stairs up here. So this is higher than it was, which is why I had to break the coal ore. Then this comes down, but we could. Well, I don't have any with me, but we could use more slabs for this thing. But the slabs are too cheery, I think. So the interior might not have slabs, unless they invent a new slab, or if I retexture the slabs to be darker. But I don't want to do that. So a lot going on here today. So I had to change the height for this, and I had to change the heights for this, and I had to block up the old windows. And I didn't even get rid of the old stairs. If you break these stairs, you'll find that there's stairs underneath the stairs. These are slightly higher. That's kind of annoying. And we've gone up to here now. This is now the center. And I got to remember that the center is 4x4. We're gonna dig up later to see if we can get any more higher levels. We want to go to the higher levels first. See how far that goes. Downstairs, again, it's the same thing as before. We go down. This is higher up than it was. You can see how that goes down there. So that's all done. Although we have. So what we're doing, we were working on this level, and I've got this. Just going to add more of these windows at this point. That's why I've got all these extra ones of these, because we never know when we're going to have to change things. Although we're going to get to explain that. Then this is just, we're scoping out the edges of the map. But we have scoped out the edge of this map. This is indeed a 32 by 32 area, including the walls. So as you can see, ta-da, and also a rare one. What's that over there? I don't know. I hope. There, what we could do is we could make a pathway between here and there. It looks like it fits the plan. Maybe not perfectly, but we could do something. This is going back to the entrance. What we have here is, you may remember we had lava, and we had a bunch of grass and stuff going on down there, and I got rid of the lava. It took a very long time for it to die out. Wasn't happy about that. And then the grass. Well, the grass is still there, but I got grass, obviously. What I've been doing is, this is an open area, and I've been breaking stuff on it, I need to see if I can find a way to get up there. You know what? I gotta get some tools here, or I can't do this. Well, I want to say thank you guys for. You seem to have really enjoyed my tour episodes, which I uploaded. I didn't get all of them on the same day, but I had to upload one earlier. But you seem to have enjoyed most of it that I've seen, and I'm very pleased that you did. But as soon as somebody downloaded it, they were saying that they found a big secret. And I was like, oh, a big secret. I was wondering what it was. Alright, so what we need to do is 1. They're trying. That's too high up. So yeah, they found a secret and they told me about it, and I just have one thing to say about that. That is not the secret. That's not a secret. It's like a little secret. It's not a real secret. It's just being treated like it's a secret, but it's not actually a secret. Oop, I did want to do that one. I'll do this and this and this. Okay, here we go. Getting dark, so I gotta place some torches up here. Too high up. Yeah. This is a little terrifying for some people, I believe. Okay, now this has become terrifying. How do I get down? Okay, hold on. Hold on, there should be a way to do this. I think we're going to have to go back up there first. I don't even have a way to get down there anymore. I did, but that got messed up as well. I'll just have to take the pathways to get up there. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing today. Yeah. So the secret, for those who don't know, I had hidden a room underground near another tunnel, and they found it. They found it like right away, and I was like, but that was the small secret. There's actually a big secret. Okay, so we got gotta do 12, so we got this. Okay, so this is not lit up for some stupid reason. I gotta watch the clock today. I was not doing very well. Alright, so this is where this goes. Yep. Okay, so this. And then we'll have another one, but let's... We need lights in here. We gotta get lights in here. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so, but there was no contest. There was no contest as to say what was the best. The first person who could find the big secret. But like I was saying, this is the little secret. But let's be honest here. This isn't that exciting of a thing. I mean, it's a map. You should enjoy the map for just being what it is and not some other thing. Is how I see it. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like we're getting to the end here. 4. Alright. 2, and I just got the last one. Alright, so here's how we calculate this. First of all, we got to have a space that equals 2 by 2. Okay. Now from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that, but although that's dirt rather than stone, we're going to replace that. But we have to have a line above this. So we got 1, 2, and it goes to that. And that's actually where that should go, now that I think of it. It's hard to get this stuff straight. And there we go. That's everything. But having to do this upwards is kind of annoying, but it gets it done. And now we got to do all the ones on the edge. These are the outside ones, you see. So we got to go up there. Yeah. I don't know. If this goes all the way to the top, we can't do this. It would be better if we just did this, I think. Just the ones that were in range, I guess. These, of course, it doesn't matter because this is the interior. We'll get rid of that eventually. Okay, so now what we have... Now we've got this level, and now we got to do the next level, which goes up to the top. I don't know if we're going to need all 12. We've only got 11. But we're coming up on the end of the episode anyway. Oh, up. We didn't do this one yet. Okay. What's the fastest way to do this? I have no idea. And it looks like we're going to need to replace more of these, so get the old... Yeah, I have to get rid of that. This whole place has to be leveled up. And I don't even know what to call this level, because this is the level above the level above the level, the level that's down there. I don't know how we're going to get from one place to the next, but these downstairs will help. But we're going upstairs because we need to check out the roof. So that's all that we've got time for today on that score. This has been a really, really crazy episode, and but everything is aligned perfectly, I think. Now, if it's not aligned perfectly, then we have a problem. We'll have to work on that. But it's all stuff that's got to be done. It's all water above the bridge, or something like that. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.